Okay, so this is the question and answer series, and this is, I think it's the 5th one. So basically you guys ask questions and I basically answer them leading up to your exams. So you can either email me, I'll put it all up on the screen. You can either email me, at me on Twitter, yeah, or you can ask me on Periscope. I'll put all of that up and just get at me. So today's first question is, right, I was wondering what you thought about the benefits of applying for a university that still does full dissections versus those that don't. Will it affect your clinical skills if you don't have that opportunity? I'm applying for med school this year. Okay, right. Don't worry about dissections, because if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think they help that much. Like, when I go to my dissection, like Grey's Anatomy, if you've got Grey's Anatomy, like that's all you need for anatomy and clinical skills and stuff. Like everything is in there, and the pictures are so, like the pictures in there are really good, so you can see like everything really clearly in Grey's Anatomy and the Grey's Anatomy flashcards. So the dissection, I haven't seen the benefits of dissections yet, but maybe for other people it might help. Second question, where did you apply for medicine? Like, you can just check my channel out, all the videos are on there. How important were your GCSE results in applying, do you think? I achieved good results, 7 A stars and 3 A's, that's sick results. But the 3 A's were all just 1 UMS off the A star, it doesn't really matter, right? However, it looks like people with 10 A stars have much better odds than someone with 7 A. Right, in applying for medicine, like GCSEs don't matter that much unless you apply to specific universities like Cardiff, Oxford, Cambridge obviously, Birmingham, Edinburgh. Those unis look a lot at GCSE. So you've got like 7 A stars, that's really good, in 3 years. Like you're better off applying for like Oxford, Cambridge, Birmingham, Cardiff and stuff like that. In terms of people who have 10 A stars, like, yeah, someone else might have 10 A stars, but you have to make up for that in other ways. So either your UK CAT or your personal statement or your interview. You want to apply to Oxford and you're scared about people who've got 10 A stars, just make up for it in your UK CAT or other part of your application. Okay, second question. I'm currently on a C and I struggle really hard with exam structure and technique. I know it's kind of late to start now. How to revise properly by the way you stop procrastinating, and also by how you manage to practice linking the knowledge in the question. Right, so first of all, how to stop procrastinating. Right, my phone was the biggest like distraction when I revise, or is the biggest distraction when I revise. So what I just do is put it on like completely silent, either completely silent or just turn it off, like just hide it in another room or something, like, do you know what I mean? Just keep it away from you, and like that's it, that's all you need, and then you just get on with your revision. You're not on social media, you're not on YouTube, you're not on anything else, you're just focused on revising. How you manage to practice linking the knowledge into the questions. Right, this comes with practice. So the more past papers you do, the more you'll realise, like when you read a question you see keywords. So say for example a question about, actually I can't think of one now, but when you're reading a question, basically you'll see keywords, and those keywords should remind you of topics that you've revised. If you haven't developed that ability yet, then when you read a question in an exam paper, highlight keywords, but not like, don't highlight the whole bloody sentence, you know what I mean? Just highlight like certain words like bacteria or penicillin. Like if it's talking about penicillin, then obviously you have to link it back to the penicillin topic. If it says benzene or cyclic structure, then obviously you know it's talking about the benzene topic that you learnt about. So that's basically how you link your knowledge to the question, by picking out keywords or focusing on keywords in the question. Okay, next question. Hi, I really find your videos beneficial. Keep up good work. How do you teach my guys? Would you say A levels are more of a memory game or more of an understanding exam technique game? Right. First of all, it's not a game. It's quite serious. But A levels, right? It depends really. Like biology is is more of a memorizing. I just remember like biology, all I had to do was just memorize like pages and pages and pages of like drawings and diagrams and words. So biology is more of like a memorizing sort of thing, and chemistry is more of an understanding. So with chemistry you have to understand it and then you have to learn things. So for example, when you get to transition metals, the colour of the different flames that they produce and stuff like that, or the different angles, the different bond angles, like that's all memorizing. But stuff like moles, relative atomic mass, relative formula mass, concentration, volume, all of that is understanding. So chemistry is a mix of understanding and memorizing. That's why universities regard chemistry as like a more sort of respectable A-level, because that's why med schools ask for chemistry, because it shows that you've got a lot of skills. You've got numerical skills, you can understand, you can apply your knowledge, you can take in a lot of, like, memorize a lot of knowledge and stuff like that. So it depends on different A levels basically. Any advice what to do when stressed? Right, whenever I'm stressed, there's a few things that I do. Number one, like I tidy my room. It sounds weird, but when my room's tidy, or when my environment's tidy, I feel much better. So when it's clean, everything seems better. That's the first thing. The second thing is write a list of things that you need to do. So for example, I was stressed about my med school exams coming up, so I wrote a list of everything that I need to learn. So I need to go through clinical skills, I need to go through anatomy, I need to go through like 3 lectures or whatever. So write a list of the things that you need to do. And then the third thing, just get started. Like, the more you delay it, the more stressed you're gonna get. So just get started on your list and start ticking the things off what you've done. And another thing as well, number 4, is organize everything. So I organize all my med school notes into Polly Pockets and stuff, just to reduce the stress when I'm revising. How would you balance social life and revision? Okay, this depends on how much you really want your grades. Like, yeah, you can have your social life, fair enough, you can do whatever you want, and if you've got decent AS grades, then that's fine. Like, you can go, you can play football, whatever. But if you haven't got the grades and you really need the grades, like you need A or A*, then I just completely cut off my social life for like a few months, and that was it. There's no, I don't think there's any compromise. Like, you can't, like, obviously there's days off that you can take in a week. So in a week I'll probably take 1 day off. Do you know what I mean? So I don't go completely insane. But like, you can't have a social life, you can't carry on playing football, have a job, go out, whatever, every week, and then expect to get like A*. Like, unless you're a genius, like, it's not gonna happen. So yeah, I think that's it basically. But thanks for watching, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.